What's up, bestie? You're listening to the Coffee with Your Besties podcast. We are your host, Alexis.
And I'm Nicole. Welcome to the show, friend.
We drop new episodes every Tuesday sharing our advice, experiences, and what it's like to be a solo entrepreneur.
Are you looking for your new besties who just get it? Well, here we are. We are ready to share so many fun things with you and bring on exciting guests along the way.
If you like what you hear, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss a thing. Grab your coffee, grab your bestie, and let's dive right in. What's up, besties? Welcome back to the show. We are your hosts. I'm Alexis.
And I'm Nicole.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
So for today's episode, we are talking all about Thanksgiving traditions, memories, what we're thankful for, the worst questions you've been asked at Thanksgiving, and just sharing all the best stuff with you guys. And this is actually our first write-in episode, so we have a lot to share that you guys sent us, which we're so excited about.
It's going to get juicy.
It's going to get turkey juicy, you know what I mean? Speaking of turkey or ham, just right out the gate.
I don't know. I feel like ham has more flavor, but I feel like I've had more turkey. What's your favorite?
I feel like it's not Thanksgiving if there isn't a turkey.
Exactly.
Like ham for Christmas?
Yeah.
Turkey for Thanksgiving?
You kind of have to have a little bit of both.
But I love both. Like, I'm not going to, if there's both, I'll have a little, I'm not going to complain.
But the sides are my favorite.
We're going to get into all the food, all the juicy good stuff. You guys are like, wait, this is a Tuesday morning episode. We're not hungry for turkey yet.
Yeah.
But you will be.
Yes. And so many other things. But are you guys a turkey trot 5K family?
No.
No, not at all.
Like, not even a single person in my family.
It's honestly crazy. Like, we are not. I was not raised in a turkey trot 5K family, morning of Thanksgiving. I also, another thing, Black Friday.
Oh.
We never really did that growing up just because my mom's like, crazy people. Like, we'll do Cyber Monday. We'll get the online deals.
Yeah.
But you guys would do Black Friday, right?
Yeah. Not so much like my parents. Maybe when they were younger, but like not as like adults or like parents. But we would go. Like my sisters and like brother-in-laws and stuff would go.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law had the craziest Black Friday story. So like back when Black Friday was actually cool. I feel like now Black Friday is like happening today. Like it's not
it happens a month before.
Yeah, it's not just like Thanksgiving night or like literally Black Friday. But he waited in line at Best Buy for like a TV deal that they were having that was like some insane deal. And he was one of the first like 15 people in the store. And he said it was just like chaotic. Like people were stealing stuff out of people's carts. And I was like,
thank you.
My God, no. When I did Black Friday shopping, I did clothes shopping. Like I went to Old Navy because I was living in Idaho. Okay. We don't have a lot of cool stuff. So I literally did like Old Navy and like Macy's, I think. Like I didn't do like anywhere super cool, but it was still fun. Like the concept of like getting out and doing it. I will say though, growing up, I worked a lot of retail. And so I worked a lot of Black Fridays. And anybody who's in the retail industry, my heart goes out to you forever and always. Because heck no.
Thank you for your service.
Like you're welcome. Because no, it's so much.
I would cry.
It's like I remember I'd be like having dinner with my family and being like, I have to clock in an hour.
No.
Like I hate it. Like let's petition to like everyone gets Thanksgiving off at minimum. Come in 8 a.m. Friday morning, but like don't make me come in at 5 p.m. Thursday night. That's so rude.
Yeah, I've just never been like a major Black Friday girly. I don't know. I think when you're like raised in a family that doesn't really do that, you're like,
no, I get it.
I'll be home.
No, and I don't do it anymore. Like I've done it, but I would never go back.
Yeah.
Like
if there's like a TV that's like
like you
more
have
than
to be
half
in person.
Off, then I get it. Something big, you know.
Yeah.
But it depends what it is.
No, I totally get that.
If you are a Black Friday shopper, I toast to you.
Like literally, cheers to you because.
That is stressful.
Physically going out and doing that, no. But I'm a Cyber Monday girly. Yeah. And I also just recently learned about Travel Tuesday. And I can't remember if it's the first Tuesday, like the Tuesday before Thanksgiving or the Tuesday after. Probably after. But apparently like a bunch of big like travel agencies and stuff, or like Expedia and stuff, they do like good deals for trips. So.
Well, if there's like a little buddy pass, let me know.
Yeah. I'm gonna be
buy one, get one.
I'm gonna be checking that out for sure. Okay, you guys, so diving right into our favorite traditions, I'm going to share a couple of mine. Nicole will share a couple of hers, and then we're going to share everything that you guys sent us. One of my favorite traditions is every year on Thanksgiving after dinner, we would put our names in a hat, and then we would walk around and like draw names for Secret Santa. As we've gotten older and we don't always celebrate Thanksgiving together, we have to do it digitally now, which is like a 30-person Zoom call because I have 6 siblings. Everyone has a partner. And for some reason, the guys all feel necessary to be on their own devices during the call. Like, they can't just be sitting on the same phone.
They have to go to different rooms.
They literally,
their
literally do, and I don't understand. And then now I have a nephew who's like 12. And he has his own phone. And he's now an adult and a big boy. So
Can you please screen record that conversation?
It's chaotic. I'd love to see it. Because I'm like, you guys, let's just get through it. And it's like 45 minutes of just like, so what's everyone doing today? And I'm like, oh gosh. But we still try to do it every Thanksgiving. And it's really fun. And then, yeah, I'll share the rest of like how our Secret Santa actually works during our Christmas episode. Because I don't think it's like anybody else's Secret Santa. Like, we're just a wild bunch of people, so it's super fun. Yeah. But that's like one of my favorite traditions. The other thing too is like just cooking at my parents' house. I feel like when I was younger, I took that for granted. Like, I didn't really care to cook or like help my family. Like, I just showed up and ate and then did dishes. But now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, I love like bringing all my little ingredients and going to my mom's and like cooking with them all day. Like, just spending more time together. I think I'm realizing like it's, that's all we have is just time and memories. So
I love
anyway, those are a couple of my favorite traditions. What are a couple of your like memories or traditions that come to mind?
Yeah, I would say mine are pretty similar. As a family, we also do a Secret Santa and White Elephant. We like to do both just because now, like, my brothers and their wives, they're having, babies, and so I also buy for them, too, which is so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm like, forget me. I want to get all the little babies clothes.
That's the best part, is, like, buying kids gifts.
Yeah.
Because they get so excited.
Well, it's so cute. All the little Christmas, and, like, it's my niece's first Christmas this year, so I always love like getting them little onesies that say like my first Christmas,
or like a little ornament for the tree.
They have a little picture in it. It's the cutest thing.
So cute.
But yeah, so we usually do that, like same with your family. And then I agree, honestly, just like the older I get, the more like that I love spending time with my family, and I just like really like to soak like all those memories up.
Yeah.
And I just love it. Like, I'm like, everyone's getting older, and it makes me sad. So
I know.
I just love cooking with my family and
Fun.
Just helping out. And it's so funny, too, because on Thanksgiving Day, my mom loves her Christmas decor. We have about 8 trees, and they're all,
obsessed.
like, kind of different themes. Like, some match, but some are kind of different. And she is the Christmas queen because
I love it.
She has had her 7-8 Christmas trees up since November 1st. Actually, I think right after Halloween.
Yeah.
Or I think right before, actually.
Yeah.
She was early this year.
I was going to ask you, like, are you, like, a pre-Halloween or, like, post-Halloween Christmas decorator or, like, post-Thanksgiving?
I will wait. I'll wait until after Halloween, but before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I love Christmas, and I need my Christmas decor up way longer than a month.
Yeah.
There was one year I waited until, I think, March 1st. To put my Christmas stuff down.
Yes.
It was really bad.
When Isaac and I had our first apartment together, we were the same way. I was like, no, we're leaving our Christmas stuff up forever. Like, it'll be summertime. I don't even care.
I don't care.
Like, I love Christmas.
Yeah.
There's something about having a tree with lights on in your house. Like, I don't know why that's not a year-round thing.
Because
like,
once you take it down, you're like, where's
it's so
all my lights?
depressing. I'm like, why is it so dark in here? No, I love it. Okay, so your mom's the queen of Christmas.
Yes.
So she already has her trees up. She's, like, ready to go.
So pretty much on Thanksgiving Day, it looks more like Christmas.
Yes.
We're celebrating all the holidays
Our moms are the same. Because my mom has already, like, so they moved not that long ago, and like the very first thing she was worried about is where's all her Christmas decorations. Like, she's like, no, you don't understand. Like, like, I have to put them up. I'm like, Mom, it's October 2nd. And she's like, no, I don't care. Like, I need to know where they are. But also keeping in mind, my parents, like, and I'm not a big Halloween person. Like, we don't decorate for that kind of stuff. We'll do, like, fall decorations kind of, but really we're Christmas people. So I love that your mom's the same way.
Yeah.
When we were kids, I used to live in like Fresno, California, and there was a place called Christmas Tree Lane, and after Thanksgiving dinner we would always go pick up our tree, which we would buy flocked trees. Do you know what a flocked Christmas tree is?
Yes, that's mine.
But no one knows what those are here.
Really?
Like, I feel like tree lots don't actually flock your trees.
Oh no. Usually they're just green.
Yes, right. And my mom was shocked. Like, she was like, when we first moved here, she was like, why? Like, we love a white fluffy tree.
I didn't know you could get a real flocked Christmas tree.
That's a thing in California, or at least where I'm from. Like, that's totally a thing. But we would do Christmas Tree Lane, and it was always so fun because it was like, you just finished Thanksgiving, and it's like, get ready for Christmas. So I feel like, Thanksgiving and Christmas are definitely like hand in hand in my family too. Like, they're not separated. Like,
did you know I have a fake flocked tree?
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
So that's why I feel like I leave my stuff up later in the year. Because I'm like, it's still winter. It's still snowing outside.
100%. I'm like, if it's snowing till April, my tree's up till April. That's
just how it is in Idaho.
We didn't make the rules, okay? No, jokingly, but no, I do love leaving my Christmas stuff up late, though.
It's the best.
It's the best. Okay, so going into what you guys, our besties, wrote in for your favorite Thanksgiving traditions. I have to read from a list because there's a lot of them, and I'm going to forget. So the first one was prime rib for dinner for Thanksgiving.
Yum.
I don't think I've ever actually had prime rib.
Really?
No, I don't think so. Like, is it like a roast, or like, what is it? I'm sure it's delicious.
Yeah, it's very flavorful.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I just love that you aren't a turkey or ham. You're like, no, we do prime rib.
That's not always. That's more for Christmas time, I feel like, prime rib.
Oh, okay. Well, they said they do it for Thanksgiving.
Which I love.
Like, I love different things. It's so fun.
It's like a steak, right?
Oh.
But like...
No, you're probably right.
But it's prime rib, so a rib?
But rib from a cow? Probably.
I think. Yes.
Ooh.
Those of you guys know I grew up on a dairy farm, so I can moo you out of here.
Yeah, Nicole is, she's a cow girl. She's literally...
Yeehaw.
Okay, and then our next one is we always gather and have a discussion surrounding faith, scripture, God, and service. I love that. I feel like my family does that too in a way where we like will always sit down and have a Bible study either before or after dinner. Sometimes that's more like a Christmas thing for us, but it's also kind of like an all year round thing. But I love that tradition. And then we have on my dad's side of the family, we always end dinner with a huge napkin fight, just like a food fight, but our wadded up napkins. It's always so fun. I can just picture that in my head. Like, you guys have all you're like all patted down and you wad them up, and then it's like, who makes the first throw?
Yeah.
That sounds so fun. I want
to be a part of that family.
I know. I'm like, what the heck? Can we come over for Thanksgiving? And then the last one that our bestie shared was our grandma has a tablecloth that we draw on each year, and we sign our names. It's always so cool to look back on it every year. Follow-up question. How long has this tradition been going on? Like, have your parents done this since they were kids? Or is this like a newfound, she had grandkids and now it's like a grandkid thing? Either way, I think it's so special. I think it's so freaking cool. Yeah, I love that. I'm like, that's so fun. Because I can just see it. Like, you whip it out every year and it's like, oh my God.
Yes.
Like, that's cute.
That almost reminds me a little bit, and this might not be like even close, but you know when you take like old jeans or denim and you make it like a
quilt or something?
I love that because I feel like it's a part of like your family, and it's like usually like a grandma or great grandma makes it, and like I just love when things are just sentimental like that.
No, that's super sweet. I agree with you. Okay, Nicole's gonna share some of your guys' favorite memories that you've shared with us.
Okay, so I moved into an apartment a few years back. It has a small drop leaf table, 4 chairs, and I only had enough plates for 6 people. And this is the most basic story, but truthfully, this is a core memory for me. I had been in that apartment for 2 weeks, and I asked my best friends and their significant others to come over, and without hesitation or judgment, we all sat around that tiny drop leaf table together. 4 people on chairs, me on the corner of an ottoman. It was huge and could barely fit in the kitchen. And one of my friends sitting on an outside patio stool. But we all drank, had food, and talked about how each relationship started. I didn't have the most stable childhood, and holidays were typically the worst for my family. So this Thanksgiving memory is kind of my first real memory of a true Thanksgiving, and I think about it at least twice a week.
Oh my God.
She also said, hold your people close, and happy Thanksgiving, my coffee besties.
Aww, that is so sweet.
I love that when it's like a friend memory that's like just core for you.
Yeah. No, I can get that though. I feel like holidays are like stressful for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so not having that like maybe traditional life or whatever, like that's really sweet that your friends came through and like made really that. Sweet. Like that's so sweet. Oh my God.
And it's also fun because I'm just thinking about like what we're doing and like even though we do like Thanksgiving with our family, we're also doing a Friendsgiving this year, and I just love that because I don't know, it's just like fun. You get to all gather and bring food and just all sit and chat together.
All the good talks and like it's just getting back to what it is. Like we were saying, like you can never spend too much time with the people you love. Like
you really can't.
It's what's most important. Like more than anything. So that's really sweet. Thank you for sharing that with us.
I love that. Also, another one that our besties wrote in, she said, honestly, my favorite memory is one time I was in charge of prayer, and I thanked for every one of my relatives by groups, like grandparents, parents, aunts, and cousins. and I forgot to say uncles, and my uncle corrected me in the middle of prayer, and I felt so bad.
Oh, no.
But I have never forgotten it, and now I always make sure I pray for my uncles.
That's the first thing.
I'd probably cry, because I'd be like, I didn't mean to.
You would too, because you are like that.
Yeah.
I would just be like, oh, and let me throw that in there really quickly.
Oh.
Also my uncles. No, I feel like I relate to that in a way with brother-in-laws. Like, I've always grown up with sisters, never brothers, and so it's a new, not super new, but it's a newer concept in my family of, like, we do have brothers now.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, oh, and my brother-in-laws.
Brother-in-laws. Can't forget them.
Can't forget them.
And then you have to go down nieces and nephews,
Oh
too.
my God. It'd be a 45-minute prayer.
It would be so long for your family.
The other day I was asked to recite birthdays, and I was, like, proud of myself for making it through.
Yeah.
I know that people out there have bigger families than I do, but I have 6 siblings. Most of them are married, and I have 9 nieces and nephews. So,
wow.
It's a lot of freaking people.
That's a lot of people to be thankful for.
So much thankfulness. So much gratitude. Okay, share
I love
more
it.
memories.
And we have 2 more. Our bestie said, as a little kid, I loved when my uncle would come into town, and we'd get into all kinds of adventures, especially when we moved to Idaho and had stairs in our house for the first time. We took a mattress and slid down, like in the Princess Diaries.
So fun.
Epic. And then he also said this year he is going to be in New York with some of his friends.
Love
to
it.
go to the parade and get Chinese takeout, and he said it'll probably be the best Thanksgiving ever.
That sounds like so fun.
So fun.
Oh my gosh, the Macy's parade. That's another thing I had written on my list that I forgot about. It's always on. We always watch the Macy's parade.
That is
I don't always make it to the beginning of it because I feel like it starts
at 7 a.m.
It's like really early.
Yeah.
I will make it though. Like I'll see some of the
love
floats.
it.
It's
The floats?
so fun.
Well, and how much time they spent on these? Years.
Do we have a Thanksgiving parade in like Boise or in Idaho?
It might be a little like Boise town one, but I'm not sure.
I do the Christmas one in Meridian, but I don't ever do I've never seen.
Like you go to it or you watch it?
No, I go to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even think I knew about that.
Oh my God, you'll have to come with me this year. It's so fun. It's cold.
Is it on Christmas Day?
No, it's like the week of Christmas. It's like a thing they do, but
I think we should go to the potato drop this year.
You heard
that potato drops it low.
That potato is up in there. You know what I love about Idaho is that they were like, you know what we're gonna embrace? That potato. That's what we're known for. So everything is gonna be revolving around potatoes forever.
And that potato be dropping from the sky.
Sam feels it too.
Yeah.
She likes the potatoes.
I love it. And we have one more memory from our bestie. She said a few years ago, We the Kings was on tour and came to our house for Thanksgiving. They showed up on the tour bus and parked in our driveway, and we hung out, had dinner, played some music, and played football out in the backyard. Cool. Which, that's so fun. You just have, like, one of your favorite bands.
Just, like, at your house. Like, at your house.
I love it.
My mom would have a panic attack. She'd be like, it's not clean enough in
She's
here.
like, we gotta clean the whole house again.
Like, if it's not clean, hide it under your bed.
Yeah,
like, figure it out.
That's gonna be me tonight. I'm hosting Friendsgiving, and I'm gonna shove everything in that closet because...
Okay, Becca, put it down.
Do you see a little nose? That's Becky.
Oh my gosh.
Legacy mood tonight.
Okay, favorite memories.
Favorite dishes?
Yes, diving into our favorite dishes. So I'm gonna just ask it like this. What's on your plate? So you're at Thanksgiving. Oof. You're loading up your plate. What are you putting on it?
Are we doing that right now?
Yeah.
Oh, like
that was
you wanted it.
Yeah, I wanted it. I wanted it.
Okay, hot. Sorry.
Okay. So what's on your plate? Like you just grabbed it. All the food's laid out. What are you putting on your plate for Thanksgiving?
Ooh, this is a good one.
This is a good one.
I eat way too much.
No
Have
judgment.
you ever heard of the meat sweats? I get those.
I've never heard of that in my entire life.
You haven't heard of the meat sweats?
I'm sure I can relate to what you're saying, but I have never heard
around
of
the
that.
holidays I eat so much more meat than I normally do.
No, I get that. We're not meat people.
No, I love meat,
no,
but I'm
too.
not always like cooking steaks for myself.
Or like a giant turkey. Yeah, yes. I understand.
And so I start sweating at the Thanksgiving dinner table. I have to excuse myself. So do my brothers.
She's like
they had to go take a nap and lay down because we eat so much.
Okay.
In one sitting.
So no. No, because I get it, and I no judgment, because 100% I'll go back for seconds, thirds, fourths.
Yes.
But
you don't start sweating.
I just never called them the meat sweats, but that's a good way.
Well, now you know, if you start sweating
while I'm eating,
you take that bite of steak.
Ooh, sometimes I'm like,
yeah, you gotta
breathe. You haven't breathed in a few minutes.
So I grew up with 3 older brothers.
That's
They
fun.
eat so fast.
And probably so much.
And if you're late to the table, or if you don't grab enough on your plate, they will take it all. Like, I had to fend for myself.
Oh.
Like,
Nicole was just fighting everything. Those meat sweats.
Now I'm okay because I can fend for myself,
yeah.
and I'm not a little girl anymore, and
yeah.
But anyway, what's on my plate? Sorry, guys.
No, I love it though.
Turkey, always.
Always.
Usually turkey. Gravy, of course.
Okay.
Sweet potato casserole. It is my absolute favorite. I do thirds of that.
No,
for sure.
I'm a new sweet potato person.
Yeah.
Like, it's a newfound love for me. And last year was the first year I put it on my plate, and I was like, what have I been missing out on all these years?
It's the best. It's a little dessert with everything else.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
It's just a little touch of sweetness.
Yeah. Also, mashed potatoes.
Of course.
Also, my family will make this type of, it's usually orange fluff around Thanksgiving, because we like to make green fluff for Christmas.
Cute.
Orange fluff for Thanksgiving. And it's kind of like this Jell-O mixture.
Okay.
Usually there's like, in the orange one, there's like the mandarin oranges, tons of Cool Whip, some cottage cheese sometimes.
Okay.
And then in the green fluff, I want to say there might be pineapple in it. I can't remember what's all in the green fluff, but it is tasty.
Yeah.
And it's also another like little sweet
It kind of sounds like fruit salad almost.
Kind of,
okay.
yes. Yeah.
Okay,
and that could be another name for it.
Okay, because my mom makes like a fruit salad, like a fruit cocktail salad, but it's literally like Cool Whip and like fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what else.
Stuffing?
Yes, usually stuffing.
Okay.
Usually my mom will make like a green bean casserole,
Okay.
but that's usually something I kind of skip.
Yeah.
But I don't know, my taste buds are changing, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to eat more things and not be a picky girl.
No,
so,
I love it.
What's on your plate?
No, I love it. So my family always has turkey and ham. Sometimes a chicken, because my mom's weird sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
I love it though.
Yeah, so she's like, I want a chicken. So we'll do like kind of 3 meats sometimes, not every Thanksgiving. So I'll do a couple of the meats. I love ham, like it's so good, but I also love turkey. And then I am a little bit pickier, so my mom always makes, we don't call them deviled eggs, we call them angel eggs growing up.
So
because
cute.
we're, those girlies. So I always do angel eggs because it's always like a fun little side. I'm not a stuffing person.
Okay.
I just don't like the texture. I'm a weirdo. I love green bean casserole unless there's mushrooms in it, and I have to my family knows now, but my sister will make it with like mushroom. Like, she'll put mushrooms in it, and I'm like, gross.
Yeah.
So
They're
I have to like make my
a
own
separate meal.
No,
for
I literally make a
Alexis.
6-year-old boy. Like, that's what I eat.
It's okay, I get picky too.
We also do like carrots. Like, we'll always do like a honey roasted or like a garlic roasted carrot. I love carrots. I love yams. Of course, mashed potatoes. 4 or 5 scoopings of those babies.
The whole bowl.
My mom does cranberry sauce. Like, she'll do like a and that's what we put on turkey instead of gravy. So we have
like
gravy, but she'll normally do like a cranberry sauce. And then I always love dinner rolls. I've gotten into making homemade dinner rolls the past couple years, and that's really fun. Yeah. But I love like the sweet Hawaiian rolls. I can eat a whole pack. Like, don't leave them
started
around me.
on those.
Like, don't leave them around me.
I'm so hungry right now.
I'm so hungry.
Literally, my mouth.
I'm like, wow, what are we having for lunch? No, so that, like that kind of stuff. And then obviously dinner's done. I love the nap thing that you mentioned earlier with the meat sweats, because I do feel like my family, we all like kick back and we're like, oh, because like.
And sometimes football's on and you're just like, I'm set for the day.
Yeah, yeah. I wish my parents were more like TV people. Just growing up, they really weren't TV people. Yeah. And so we do, like, football will be on sometimes, but it's not like, if it was my house, it would be like on the big screen. But my parents are just like, yeah, you can have it over there quietly. Like, it's not, we're not a football family.
Yeah.
But no, I love it. And then so desserts. Like, let's just go into desserts, because that's the best part. Like, Thanksgiving dinner's delicious. Pumpkin pie. I can eat a pumpkin pie. I don't, but I freaking, like, literally a whole pumpkin pie. Costco pumpkin pie?
The best.
Oh my god, it's the best. I worked on a real estate team, like, years ago, and every year during this time of year, they would do, like, a client appreciation thing where they did apple pie and pumpkin pie. Yeah. I had to go buy them from Costco once, though, and I don't even know if you've seen the rolly carts, the big carts.
Yes.
Dude, loading that up with pumpkin pie and apple pie.
Because
there were
so
just a
much
lot of
money.
people.
Costco is rolling it.
They are rolling. That's why they can do $1.50 hot dogs, though. Yeah. Because they make so much
pies
money.
are just like $5. I'm like, sold.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Dang. Even with inflation, that's a good deal.
Thank you, Costco.
Thank you, Costco.
But one thing I wanted to add about dinner rolls is, I don't know if Texas Roadhouse is in every state. I don't think it is. I think it's more like West Coast.
I'm not sure.
obviously Texas, but Texas Roadhouse has the best rolls with their honey butter. Mm-hmm. I made honey butter on my own last year.
Delicious.
And it was so good.
Delicious.
Yeah.
I saw something on TikTok, and don't fact check me because I don't know how legit this is, but she did it. Apparently, you can go to a Texas Roadhouse and get the frozen rolls. Like, they'll sell you frozen rolls. You knew that?
Yes.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. You
put in an order, though, ahead of time.
Oh. Yeah. See, I didn't know that.
Which I almost want to do before I go home next week.
I'm like, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that. So fun.
Another one of my favorite desserts is apple crisp. I always make it in October, but then I kind of bring it into November because it's one of my favorites. Because I love apple pie already, but apple crisp is just so easy to make and delicious.
What's the difference? Like, I feel like I've had apple crisp, but I'm like having a hard time recalling.
It's almost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you just have like that oat topping on top.
Oh, versus
it's
like a full pie.
Yeah, but it's like an apple filling underneath.
Yum.
So it's almost like a half apple pie, but it's really good and easy to make.
No, that sounds delicious, and it's like an apple pie without all the carbs necessarily.
I guess so, yeah. And I've never made a pie from.
Oh, really?
No.
Last year I made a few, and like making pie crust pretty like the Pinterest ones is freaking hard.
Mine I don't even think would look like a pie.
One of them was like okay, and then the other one Isaac helped me braid. Like we were braiding the crust to make it look cool, and it's pretty.
Yeah.
From a distance, it's a little uneven. Like
just don't get too close to the camera.
It's hard. I just use a pizza cutter to cut dough. Like if I'm doing straight lines, and it was hard to make all the like. I don't know, braid pieces even. Like some were really thick and some were skinny.
Interesting.
So yeah, anyway, I'm sure there's a better tool for that. But last year was my first year really diving into like all the Thanksgiving cooking. So
I love that.
Yeah, it was super fun.
It's only going up from here.
I know, every year it gets better and better. Mac and cheese.
Oof.
Like I don't know how we missed that on What's on My Plate.
You know what's the best though? I don't know. I feel like you like it. Is bacon, like the sweet bacon.
Oh my God, candied bacon?
Yes, candied. That's
so good. So good.
Mac and cheese. Oof. Yeah. I could eat a whole bowl of that. A whole pot, actually.
Whole pot. No, mac and cheese is good. I made some last year. I made like a baked mac and cheese, and yeah, I feel like it was a hit. It's always good. So much food to be had. It's just the best. Mm-hmm. Okay, now we're going to share some of the worst questions we've been asked at Thanksgiving. I feel like I related to this one as soon as I got engaged.
Yes.
I'm not even wearing my ring. Isaac, if you're seeing this, I am still married to you. And I do love you. I forget sometimes.
You're home.
It's fine. I'll hide it. But I feel like after I got engaged and then after I got married, I started getting more questions that I was just like, oh my God, okay. Like, and when you get asked them multiple times, I think that's what's annoying.
Yes.
So some of the ones that we've gotten from you guys, because we asked you to send some of your favorites with us too. When are we having kids? Or like, when are you having kids? I like to say, we're just having fun practicing. And I love that.
That'll really
reverse it. Uno reverse it,
Yes, make them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. If and when in this economy, and when I feel like it. Like, this isn't the 90s anymore.
Yeah. We're not having babies all at 19 years old anymore.
No. No. What happened with you and so-and-so? Like, oh my God, mentioning an ex at the Thanksgiving dinner table.
That'll get you.
You're like, oh, they're gone. They're gone. Moving on. How
are you? They're not here, so...
Obviously not around. Did you pay full price for those jeans? When you're wearing ripped jeans?
Oof, yeah. I'm
like, Dad? Yes. Actually more than I would have paid for regular
crazy
jeans. I'm like, can we retire that one now, folks? I feel like that one's pick a different one.
I need a new one.
I feel like it's a dad joke more than it's like a legitimate question. Yeah. But I can also see like grandpas being like, hey, you pay full price for those? And like, okay.
So crazy.
Like,
the thing about ripped jeans is my knee will always like... My freaking knees will like pop out more and will rip them even more.
No.
To where I can't wear them and I'm like,
Yeah.
I might have to just go to non-ripped jeans.
It starts as like a small rip and then you're like, keep putting your knee through
and then
it.
my freaking big toe will go into it.
Yeah, when you're putting them on. Ripped jeans are like, that's a whole nother conversation. It's a whole nother thing. But I get it. I get about the jokes. It gets annoying. And then, do you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend yet? And then you're like, oh no, I don't have a boyfriend. Oh, don't worry. They'll come. You're like, oh, thank you.
When? Can you tell me when?
Can you send them my way today? Because it would be really nice to not show up to these things by myself. Yeah. So those were kind of some of the questions you guys sent. I think there's a few more, but like generally speaking, don't ask about significant others that aren't at the table. Don't make jokes about the jeans. And yes, I am going in for thirds, so let's not ask what's on my plate.
Yeah. I feel like, it's either like when you get engaged, you're like, when are you... when you're getting married.
Yes.
And then it's like, okay, once you're married, when are you having babies?
Yeah.
And then even after you have like one kid.
When you're having your next kid.
When you're having your next one, you're like, I just need a break.
Like,
I'm not even engaged, married.
No.
Yeah. These will be the questions I know
when
will
Isaac,
be asked.
Yes, and you can prepare your answers in advance. So when Isaac and I first got married in September, and then our first Thanksgiving was obviously November, and his aunt was just like, so babies, like when you, and I was like, we literally just got married.
Yeah.
Like literally just
a day
got married.
ago.
Like, calm down. So.
But I get it. Like, some people are just, like, curious, too. And,
yes.
like, it's just how parents are. And,
oh, sure.
you know, you get it. You're just like, okay, you asked that 5 times already. So,
yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so we're going to just share some things that we are thankful for this year. I feel like I definitely have, like, repeats of each year just because there's so many things that I am thankful for.
Absolutely.
And so let's dive right in. I am super thankful for my family. I know, like, everyone's going to say my family, but I am super thankful for them, and they've supported me a lot in the last couple years with my businesses, and their support just means so much to me. And also my friends, Alexis, my besties, so thankful for you and that we met like a couple years ago.
Me too.
And it's just so crazy. Like, I always felt like I met like my truest best friends in my 20s. Yep. And so it's really cool, like, as you grow up, like, you just meet like people who are just meant to be in your life forever, and I'm just so thankful for those people who always support like you and just are always there for you, and we just always have so much fun. And then also my dog. My dog's the best thing ever. Of course. Very thankful for him. I got him around this time last year, and so it's been so fun watching him grow up, and he's just like the best. Like, he also is, like, supports me, too, in a way. I'm like, I don't feel as alone when he's around. Yeah. And I'm, like, at home editing. He's just the best boy.
I'm sure if Benny could talk, he would say he's super thankful for you, too.
Oh, yeah. He's like, you're the best mom ever.
Ever.
And then, obviously, my boyfriend, Casey, he is so supportive, too. And, yeah, we started dating last year in October, and I feel like I've known him my whole life. It's kind of crazy.
It feels that way when you're together. Like, it feels like you guys are, like,
I feel like I've known him for 10 years plus. Yeah, so very thankful for him. And
that's so sweet.
There's probably more things.
No, there's
that's like
a million things.
The general things that I think of.
No, totally. No, I agree with you. I think for me, like, a couple big things. Obviously, family, like you said, I couldn't be where I am without them. My husband, this year has been such a transition year for us. We finally got into a house. There's more bills that come with that. Like, life has just shifted a lot for us this last year, and I feel like I truly couldn't keep pursuing my God-given talent and my, like, passion of photography without him, because it's a like this sometimes with business, and so it's really nice to have him be right by my side and like stable and just always there. So super grateful for my husband. And then obviously just like we dreamed of being in a house forever. We were in tiny apartments with 2 dogs, and even before we had Beckham, like we were just always in apartments, and we were like, God, we can't wait for the day that we finally get to have a backyard for them and like have a garage and just be like literally just grateful for that stuff. So super thankful that we were able to get into a house, and thankful to my sister and brother-in-law who helped make a lot of that happen. Just little things like that. Literally thankful to have a roof over my head, because I mean, I will be the first to say, like, life is not always easy financially for us, at least not in this season of life. And some months it's just like, I am grateful that the power bill's on. Like, I'm grateful for the little things, because some months are better than others. Like, you know, some years are better than others. So I'm just grateful for literally the basics of life. After traveling to, like, I don't know that it's technically a third world country, but traveling to somewhere outside of America this last summer, I just realized that, like, it's a blessing to walk up and get water out of my fridge, and it's like clean, healthy water. Like, not everyone has that, and so I know it's so basic and like whatever,
but it's the little things that, like,
it really is.
We just have.
You
like,
forget,
in a
like,
second.
you don't. Yeah. I'm just like, wow, actually so grateful for that. Obviously grateful for you, because like you were saying, like, meeting people when you're in your 20s, I feel like you meet people that are more aligned with where you're going, and I think that's such a cool, like, thing. And because of you, I got to meet so many other people, like Alina and Kiana and Jordan and Madison, and fun people that I'm like, I wouldn't have met you guys probably otherwise. So I am really, really grateful for our friendship. Little corny moment.
Don't make me cry.
But we obviously asked you guys, what are you thankful for this year? And we got some beautiful answers. I'll share a couple. You can share a couple. Starting at the very top, we have one from a bestie, she said, my husband's getting into PA school. It's been a huge dream of ours for 6 years.
Wow.
That's like I can't imagine.
6 years.
That's probably such an overwhelming feeling of just like, thankfulness and gratitude and just like finally it's happening. Mm-hmm. So congratulations for your husband. That's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah.
Also, another one that our bestie shared is she's very thankful for her wonderful friends, family, and her pets. Definitely have to add the pets in there.
We relate.
They're godsend.
Yes. We have becoming a better version of myself. Love that. I think self-care, self-healing, all of that stuff is, huge. And I think this year a lot of people really put the emphasis on like doing the work and getting better. So that's awesome.
Another bestie shared, for my husband and my baby, this was the hardest yet most fulfilling year, becoming a mom.
Aww.
That's so sweet.
That's so sweet. Congratulations to you.
I love that.
Mom. We have something like so basic, but so true. Life, literally waking up every morning. Like, we take it from... No, we do. Like,
and our health, too. Yes. Like, for us to be healthy and, like, it's just a true blessing.
Absolutely. Truly.
Also, and I feel like we can really, like, relate to this one, too, but another bestie said, my business and clients and all the opportunities that have come because of it. I love that one. We both can agree on that. Like, our photography businesses, like, we really appreciate our clients for trusting in us and wanting us to photograph their day and their just special moments. And so, a lot of it we thank them for trusting us because, they could go with someone else or they, could spend their money elsewhere.
Absolutely.
And then clients that also become really good friends.
Yes.
I also love that too.
That's
like, very thankful for that.
Yes. No, that's the best. It's like, it's so much more than just like showing up and either photographing your wedding, your engagement, or whatever it is. It's like, no, like, let's talk. Like, let's be friends. Because, like, it's the best.
I don't want you to be a stranger. No. Like, let's be besties.
No, literally, let's be besties. Love that. So sweet. But truly, and we're just so grateful for you guys, all of our listeners. I know, like, it's time out of your day, like, to sit there and listen to this or watch it or whatever you're doing. And we are grateful that you're here and just supporting the podcast and following the Instagram and all the things because, I don't know. It's just exciting.
Like, even if it's, like, you're listening to us on your morning drive, maybe you're doing your makeup in the mirror, like, we really do appreciate you just listening in.
Yep.
And also just writing in your stories and your greatest memories of Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Like, we really appreciate it, and we hear you guys.
So, just, like, looking forward to December, we're so excited to have, like, all the Christmas stuff with our podcast. Nicole, tell the people... what are we going to do?
But we are so excited for December. I think Christmas might be my favorite holiday. I love 4th of July as well, but Christmas is just celebrating Jesus' birth, all the decor.
Something magical.
All the gift giving. I love giving gifts and just making people feel special and important. But we are so excited. We have a few fun episodes coming up talking about our wish list. Kind of like gift guides, what we're excited for, what we're kind of wanting.
We're going to talk about, like, those hard people in your life to shop for, your dad, maybe it's your mom. We'll have ideas for you of, like, what to shop for or, like, what we've given in the past that I feel like has been appreciated. I don't know. Yeah. So just fun Christmas stuff like that. We'll probably have another episode just like this where you guys can write in and share your favorite traditions and memories and, like, maybe your top 5 gifts or something that you've ever received or given. But we're just excited. And then we'll obviously have a New Year's resolution episode right before the new year going into 2024. I'm excited because we're going to share, like, we all have goals. And sometimes
always.
Day 3 of the new year, it's like, never mind, I don't like that goal anymore.
Like, shoot, I need to get myself to the gym.
And then I'm like, wow, you did good for the first 2 days. You got a lot of days left. No, but seriously, so much good stuff coming in December. So stay tuned for all the good stuff, besties.
So excited.
But thank you guys for listening. Thank you for supporting the podcast, and happy Thanksgiving.
We'll be here next Tuesday at 9 a.m.
See you guys next week.
Bye.